We planted this bamboo, the first bamboo that we planted on our property, about 6 years ago as we were building our house. When it went in the ground, it was as skinny and short as this is. And sure, this bamboo is a different variety. Hi, welcome to our Suansuk Homestay YouTube channel. I'm Kevin LJ, a New Zealander living in Thailand who loves to garden. We're amazed at how much our bamboo has grown in just 6 years, and we love it. We were given about 100 of those little plants. My wife had contacted a nursery and inquired about purchasing some bamboo, but we really weren't ready for it. The guy at the nursery called her back and offered to deliver 100 plants if we could put them in the ground. They were in small bags and they were just outgrowing the bags and they didn't want them to die, so they gave them to us. He delivered them here and we planted them down either side of our driveway. We've got some over here that we'd planted on the other side down where we had a pond. A couple of years ago we decided to fill that pond in, so we got the backhoe to dig out the bamboo and move it, and then I've cut it up and replanted some of it. And already that has grown tremendously well in the last couple of years. I've enjoyed watching and learning how the bamboo grows. The bamboo usually begins sprouting at the start of the raining season, which is usually around June. The new culms will start pushing through the soil, and within a couple of months they'll have reached their full height. And the tallest piece that I've cut last year was about 25 metres. So within a couple of months they start from just pushing through the earth to reaching their full height, which is quite astounding. It's such a rapid growth. Bamboo is a grass, and it is actually known to be the fastest or one of the fastest growing plants on the planet. And our bamboo is a clumping variety, which means it doesn't spread out. It's not going to shoot runners out. It's not going to take over your yard. Any new shoots that come out stay close by. They stay close to home. Previously, I'd had the misunderstanding that bamboo was very invasive and that it can take over your garden, but this type of bamboo doesn't. In more temperate climates, running types of bamboo are more common. Similar to running types of grasses, they'll send out runners and they can go a long, long way. And yeah, you've got to be much, much more careful with where you plant these, particularly if they're next to some sort of footpath or building or roadway, because the bamboo will go underneath and really cause havoc. When I was young and living in the South Island of New Zealand in a little town called Geraldine, or just outside of Geraldine, a couple of buddies of mine and I rented an old farmhouse, and it had 2 living areas, which was just as well because one of them had bamboo growing through the floor. Somebody had planted bamboo next to the house, and it was an older wooden structure, and over time the outside of the building had begun to rot and the floor had begun to rot, and the bamboo had started growing up through the rotten floorboards inside the house. So, you know, I'd had this idea that it was kind of dangerous and you had to be really careful with it. And sure, it's like any other plant. You've got to be careful with it. You've got to care for it. You've got to watch it. Ours is planted either side of our driveway, which is not sealed, so it's not so difficult to take care of. But I'm cautious every growing season to go along the edges and watch for those new shoots coming out. And when they're the right height, I'll cut them and then we'll cook them and eat them. When they're young, they're very soft and tender, and cooked right, they're quite delicious. And so I've come to really learn and really experience that bamboo is a wonderful plant, and the more I learn about it, the more I love it. Those bamboo plants, the skinny ones that I showed you before, are a different variety that I've planted. They'll only grow 2.5, 3 metres tall, and they're going to form a little meditation room down on the back part of our section. I've also got some bamboo planted on another part of our section, and lately I've managed to acquire some bamboo seeds that I'll be sprouting and planting in other places in the garden because I just can't get enough bamboo. It's such a lovely plant to have in our garden. I'll come out of the house and I'll purposefully walk down the driveway to come down to my shed or to the back garden just so I can walk through the bamboo, because it's always cooler and it just provides such a peaceful, lovely, relaxing feeling. In the evenings, I sit up on the porch quite often and I can see the bamboo from there swaying in the breeze. And on a moonlit night, it's just absolutely magic with the bright light of the moon and the dark bamboo swaying against the clear sky. The more I've learned about bamboo and the more I continue to learn about bamboo, I want to share about it. I want to talk to other people about it. I want to encourage other people that it's such a good plant to grow in your garden. Even if you've only got a small space, you can grow bamboo in containers and it just brings such a lovely feeling to any garden. So be encouraged if you like what you see here. Maybe you don't have enough space to grow bamboo that's 25 meters tall, but have a look. There are plenty of fabulous varieties of bamboo that you can utilize in your garden. In the previous place that I lived, in a small townhouse in Chiang Mai, I even had bamboo growing in pots on the porch. I guess this was the beginning of my bamboo passion. So be encouraged. Even if you've only got a small garden, you too can grow bamboo. If you are encouraged, please leave some comments below and let us know how you're getting on. And if you've enjoyed this video, if you've learned something new, please click the like button. And if you haven't yet, please click subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date when we release new videos. Thanks very much for watching.